Oh man, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new episode. You got me, you got Devin.
Has there ever been a podcast with like a theme song? I just thought of the Reading Rainbow. What if we had like a
We've never,
just an op-
we don't have a theme song. I don't.
well, what if there was like an opening rainbow?
I guess
Like,
you know what I've always wanted. Like I wanted especially back when I used to watch like Pat McAfee, like
mm.
a ticker at the bottom. This
Yeah,
color, I
but
would love that.
theirs is just like broken English.
Or like
They
a
have a bunch of words on there that don't mean anything.
Yeah, but that plus like an actual border, like ESPN, like when like Richard Sherman ain't there and he's talking to Skip over to like the thing, and they got like the
Yeah,
border around it. Like I like that too. Like
got the topic down at the bottom.
yeah, like sometimes that as well. Like see, we go back and forth so much that would be pointless because it would pop up for 1 second and then we're talking about
Well,
toothbrushes.
but that's how ESPN is. Like sometimes you'll watch a clip of ESPN and it says like, "Can LeBron beat this?" and it's like Michael Jordan fucking sucks. It's like, oh, Jesus Christ.
All right,
God damn.
fair point, fair point. But like sometimes the black border and just the logo up top, it gets a little
Yeah.
old. Gets a little old.
No,
I
but
think about switching it up sometimes, but
we're not live.
nah. But that's the thing. Like we're not live, so I really have time to edit. Like I should really
I mean, we're live.
like I should really put like I have all the time in the world, I guess, to really make a border and put it around. Maybe this conversation
But simplicity is nice though.
maybe we're speaking this into existence, and the people watching this, there's a border around us. I don't know.
Simplicity is nice.
Who knows? And for everybody that's trying to read Devin's
I
hand,
mean, ideally, we'll get to a point where we're sitting in the same area.
that'd be cool. That'd be cool. You'd have to move out of Europe.
I do live in Europe.
Because you are in the UK, even though
I'm in the UK, mate.
we got some stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
Because the Saturday to Tuesday episodes, sometimes I get worried and I'm like, damn, like maybe not enough will happen, and it's like maybe worried isn't the word because we can always bust out of Jeopardy or something, but
Well, this is also the off season. We will not experience this during the season,
this has I've yet to be disappointed from
and we won't be.
Friday
I don't
to
think
a
we ever
Monday.
will be.
I mean,
I mean, we can always talk about horse racing if we need to, or swimming. Maybe we can talk about golf.
That'd be tough.
No, I don't.
See, like we don't even see like if we're talking golf at that point, we gotta be talking like college basketball. We gotta be talking everything. Which here's your college basketball topic right here, because this is the only prediction I care about. Florida goes Sweet 16, loses to Kentucky. I'll come back to this in a month when that, or in
Perfect.
2 weeks
When that happens.
whenever that happens.
Angel
tomorrow.
Reese and Caitlin Clark both get bumped. That's what I want to see.
I don't know. I don't want to be the podcasters that hates on women. Whatever, they can fuck.
I'm not hating on women. I'm
can-
hating on specific women.
All right, whatever.
I mean, some woman will win that tournament.
So, I guess one of the biggest things that happened that kind of isn't the biggest topic, but like the biggest, I guess, move that has happened over the time that's passed since our last pod is Justin Fields getting traded, which we've been talking about it. We've talked about landing spots.
Yeah.
I kind of want to go back because I don't think Pittsburgh was on that list.
I feel like we had heard it said,
Well,
rah, 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 and then we kind of shut it down. But also, I don't know.
If we put it, if Steelers were on the list, we definitely took it off once Russ. Like
Once Russ went there,
even if we didn't talk about it.
But here's the thing: if you can't be good enough to start on the Bears, you're really gonna go start somewhere else.
I've started to come around to the fact that had the Bears done exactly what they're doing right now for Caleb Williams,
Justin Fields would be fine. Yes,
Justin Fields would be fine.
I think Justin Fields would be fine on this current team.
Okay, so for Justin Fields, we said Atlanta, New England, Vegas, Seattle. And then over here, I did write down Pittsburgh, but I did not put it in the final top landing spots. I don't know why, because right here I got
Well, I'm
Pittsburgh.
assuming it's because they
Well,
already got one, dude.
yeah, this was before Russ was going there, but I think we were so bought on like one of these quarterbacks are going to Pittsburgh before Justin Fields is going to Pittsburgh, because what is going to be the
Yeah.
Justin Fields Kenny Pickett battle? I mean, what are we? Why are we? What are we doing? I don't know. I don't want to watch that.
No.
But Justin Fields traded to Pittsburgh, and I'm just confused because is this a Jordan Love situation where they're gonna, because they already came out and said they want to give Russ an extension. They want to make a deal and make him a long-term QB, and this is before they've seen him as a
The
Steeler.
Steelers want to do that?
Mm-hmm. With Russ. So what I'm confused about is the plan to
No, I
have
think they're lying.
about
I
what?
think that Fields will at some point take over as quarterback. I think they're lying that they want to extend him. They're not,
When?
and
You
they're
mean
definitely not going to do it before the season.
no.
But everyone says, "Oh, we would love to keep Justin Fields. We love him."
No. They said they want to keep Russ.
No, I know, but the Bears are the whole time saying that they love Justin Fields. They want to keep him.
Well, okay, so they're definitely not making a deal with Russ this year because that's the whole thing. They're getting a cheap deal on Russ, but
1.2 million.
that's the thing. He's going to have to do something to be worth an extension. Now, here's the thing. I mean, this isn't to discredit Baker Mayfield, but Russ, to me, Russ doesn't have to go win a Super Bowl. But I mean, if he just makes the playoffs, he's
Yeah, but
probably going to get that 3-year type deal. Like he's going to get something.
yeah,
And if that is what happens, do they keep Justin Fields under him for 3 years, and then the 4th year they're like, all right, here you go?
no,
Like what kind of situation? Or does he end up
no.
like a Trey Lance where he just keeps getting not keeps
Fields, yeah,
but
Fields will bounce.
like
Yeah.
I see if Russ gets a long-term deal after this season, then I don't think necessarily he'll just bounce around as a backup QB, but I'm sure there will be there will be teams next year looking for new quarterbacks just like there is every year, and Justin
Yeah.
Fields might be on that list.
Yes. Fields, I think that the league knows that Fields can start, but the team that he was on was
And
horrendous.
I'd like to see, because they
I
apparently
want to see Caleb Williams fail just to prove that the Bears organization is the problem. Even though I do talk shit about Justin Fields, if he had these weapons, he might do something all right.
So I came out and said, I can't remember if this was about Fields. It could have been, maybe we were talking about, no, actually, I think when we were talking about Justin Jefferson, I said the Vikings are going to make, if they do end up trading him, it's going to be for whatever is going to help them the most. I figured
Who?
if Minnesota were to trade Jefferson.
Yes.
Now, I was kind of thinking the same thing for Pittsburgh, like not Pittsburgh, but for Chicago. Like I figured they were probably going to look for the best
Justin.
thing. And then this comes out, it says Bears turned down a better offer for Justin Fields. So the trade compensation came in lower than many expected. He netted just a conditional 2025 6th-round selection that can turn into a 4th-round pick if he plays 51% or more of the team's snaps in 2024.
Get out of here.
Soon after the trade broke, Bears GM Ryan Poles released a statement and revealed that multiple teams had been inquiring about Fields in the week leading up to the trade. The reason that they took this trade offer from the Pittsburgh Steelers after having what I was told was an offer to send Justin to a place where there was already an established starting quarterback that would have actually buff videos popping up that would have actually yielded the Bears a better deal in return. Cronin said in a clip of maybe I'm dyslexic. The reason that they took this trade offer from the Pittsburgh Steelers after having what I was told was an offer to send Justin to a place where there was already an established starting quarterback that would have actually yielded the Bears a better deal in return, Cronin said in a clip of her appearance on SportsCenter posted on Twitter. It's about doing right by Justin Fields and giving him the opportunity to go continue his career somewhere else. The Bears were waiting for the right time to move Justin Fields. Time to move Justin Fields. Though they'd hoped for a better market and return, Here's why sending Fields to Pittsburgh now versus dragging this out to the draft in hopes of finding a partner was the direction Chicago show more. I'm not clicking that.
That's a big.
What was the deal? Like what?
I think that's a nice like fu to Russell Wilson.
See, but I'm taking this more like he's
But
just saying, there were more teams that wanted him.
I think that the Bears wanted to prove a point by trading him for a 6th-round pick. Because no one gets traded for a 6th-round pick.
The Bears wanted to find Fields a landing spot that made sense for both him and the team. Ultimately, the Bears believe in Fields, but having the first overall pick in the draft with a projected generational talent like Caleb Williams was too much to pass up on. The terms "it's just business" when referring to contract situations in the NFL is often thrown around, but it is important to remember that they are humans involved. By all accounts, Field was put in a difficult situation but never wavered through the adversity or complained in any way. He was a professional and a leader within the organization, so Poles wanted to do right by him and send him somewhere he has a chance at a long-term future, with Russ reportedly wanting to extend his contract, and the Steelers also came out and said that, even though they don't have that in here, beyond the 1 year he signed to, it might be difficult to work out a long-term future for him, but the quarterback jobs around the league were drying up, and the Wilson turning 36 November of the upcoming season, Fields might not have to wait long if he chooses to stick around on a contract beyond this year to have
See,
that
yeah, they're
opportunity.
just talking shit about Russell Wilson.
Yeah, so this is more of a
This
shot.
is just
Okay.
hardcore shit
Okay.
talk
All right.
about Russell Wilson. That's
Okay.
all this is.
So this is them shitting on Russell Wilson, pretty much, because
That's all this is.
yeah. What else? I mean,
we just got a Super Bowl winning quarterback sent there. He's 36. We think you'll have a pretty good job of starting very soon.
you're throwing Super Bowl winning quarterback around loosely.
I understand it's loose.
See, to me, it's like it's okay.
I was gonna say something bad.
There's like levels. Like, he's not Trent Dilfer. Like, Trent Dilfer was on a team that won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson was a quarterback that once won a Super Bowl. But I don't know if he's a Super Bowl winning quarterback. Like when we really I think we need to come up with a new definition for Super Bowl winning quarterback. It doesn't mean you won a Super Bowl. It means you were part of the reason why they won the Super Bowl. Like,
Super Bowl MVP.
Russ is honestly, he's more of a Super Bowl losing quarterback than a Super Bowl winning quarterback. If you really, really dissect the meaning of
you think about it,
Super Bowl winning quarterback, like Trent Dilfer isn't a Super Bowl winning quarterback. He was on the team. He was starting in the Super Bowl. He was a quarterback. He was there. But I mean, he's not a Super Bowl winning quarterback.
All right, Russ is a guy who was involved in winning a Super Bowl.
Like, I hate to break it to everybody, but you know who's more of a Super Bowl winning quarterback than Russell Wilson?
Nick Foles.
Comeback player of the year.
Joe Flacco.
Big Joe Flacco. That playoff run, and he had nowhere near as good as a defense as fucking Legion of Boom in 2013. So,
it was a decent defense,
bro. It was a dwindle. Come on, let's not act.
T-Sizzle.
It wasn't the best. Yeah, I mean, you had a Suggs that was, his prime was ending up soon. Ray was obviously out the door.
You had Jackson.
Ed is obviously out the door. And then what do we talk about? And you think about it, Ladarius Webb was actually out that whole year. What? Fucking Kerry Williams?
I honestly couldn't tell you who else was on that defense.
Jimmy Smith. I can name Pernell McPhee, Courtney Upshaw. I could give you people, but I'm saying
Bloody Nada.
Yeah, we were cool. It was it was defense was all right, but it wasn't. I don't know. There was obviously a lot of motivation for that 2012 team to win that Super Bowl. It wasn't just complete dominance.
No.
Some years it's complete dominance. Sometimes it's just you catch a wind of You catch a wind of.
Yes, we know that Russell Wilson does suck, but the fact that the Bears came out and were like, dude,
I don't know if he sucks. That's the thing. I
don't know yet, but he's not.
If you think about it, okay, if they're giving Justin Fields the best opportunity to play, they're not giving Justin Fields the best opportunity to play right now because he can have a better shot at beating Will Levis out for a spot. he can have a better chance at beating. Well, he can. I mean, if we're talking about trying to beat somebody out for a spot, you're not beating out Russell Wilson for a spot, but you can possibly beat out Will Levis. You can go like we're not going to sit. I know where it's funny, but you can go and try to compete versus Gardner Minshew. Like I know it's funny to gas up
Yeah.
Gardner Minshew, but you can like there's places he can go, and
Yeah.
maybe he doesn't have the best team around him, but there's a reason why. Like, but that's why like he's going to have to go play with another shitty team because the better teams have better quarterbacks.
Yes.
So it's like, I don't, I don't, I don't know.
I don't know.
So,
Fields, we won't talk about him really next year unless Russ is really shitting his bed. But Fields is probably just going to turn into a journeyman.
I don't want him to.
No,
Like,
but I mean,
I don't want.
we're looking at Tyrod Taylor right now. So
No. But that's Tyrod Taylor never
Tyrod
had.
Taylor was born a backup.
When you get, but here's the thing, and I want to talk, and I'm going to talk about this a little bit with Caleb Williams later on, but because of all that expectation, and this isn't like a Johnny Manziel situation where it was like you had expectation, but like you can't stop doing coke, so it's like what are we doing here?
Johnny Manziel had way bigger expectations,
But he had way bigger issues.
Yeah, but what I love about Manziel is that he what's the word?
What?
He justifies his actions.
Does he justify them now?
Yeah.
I don't know. I saw him on Shannon Sharp's podcast where he was like, I mean,
he's like, yeah.
I mean, he was
party.
He was, I mean, he seemed like he understood, like, yeah, no, I get it. Like, I was fucking up. Like,
yeah. But I don't think he would have changed anything. Like, it doesn't seem like he really wanted to be an NFL quarterback forever.
I hope. I don't care, but I mean, for his sake, I'd hope he'd wish he could go back and change things a little bit, at least. I don't know.
He also thinks he can come back. You see that quote?
That's a whole other discussion.
That's a fucking like you weren't good enough when you were in your prime.
Justin Fields.
Now you're 30-something.
Justin Fields is young enough and athletic enough and has high enough expectations to be given other opportunities. He's not going to be Tyrod Taylor, where it's like, hey, buddy, you're coming in here, and
people lose their shot though.
Have fun. People lose their shot.
Marcus Mariota.
Yeah, but that's.
He got a shot. He's getting a shot this year.
That's the thing.
If we draft Marvin,
that's what I'm talking about. So but I think Justin Fields gets even more shots than Marcus Mariota, and Marcus Mariota got plenty of shots. So I don't know. But what I want to talk about next. So now we got the Steelers saga out the way. What I want to talk about next? What you got over there? What is it? Is that a what's that called? What's that called?
What's it sound like?
It's rain, right?
The rain stick.
Yeah, I didn't want to sound stupid, but Devin, do you have a rain? Is that yours? Like you just have a rain stick?
It's someone in my family. I don't know.
Nice. I guess I do have more Bears to talk about, but I guess I'll wait for that because there is a lot to get into. There's a lot to get into for that, and we just talked a lot about Justin Fields.
I mean, we could talk about their 6-win season. Just speed things up. Get to next year already.
Oh, they're not. I don't. We'll talk about. We'll talk about that later.
That'd be nice.
Mike Will landing spots.
Baltimore.
Because it hasn't happened yet. Shit, who knows? By the time this podcast comes out, he might be on a team.
I think he'll be moved tomorrow at 8 a.m.
That would be hilarious. Hopefully this probably be out. This probably be out a little bit before then. But I got some teams. Obviously, man, we you know how this goes. I'm gonna give you some teams, and you tell me what you think. So, and first team that I saw that was a little interesting is following Keenan to Chicago. I mean, and I want to talk about this later as well because I haven't considered the fact that this is the first time in Keenan Allen's career that he just gets to be like a comfortable wide receiver too. But you go and add Mike Will as your third option at wide receiver, that might be one of the best wide receiver cores in the league.
Who's their one?
Think about it just for a second.
Darnell Mooney?
DJ Moore.
Keenan might be better.
Okay, I mean, I don't know if you know about DJ. I mean, he's had 1100 plus receiving yards 4 out of the 6 years he's played, and he's played with 11 different starting quarterbacks. So, I mean, he's nice. He's nice.
No, I know, but
We underlook like sometimes we underlook talent on shitty teams, and I will admit
of
that.
course,
Like, and I'm not letting that label me as
Chuba Hubbard.
I'm not letting that label me as some casual, but I will say that yeah, I will overlook certain players.
We're not casuals, but we're not like
But here's the thing:
Adam
I'm not
Schefter.
striving to be Adam Schefter, nor do I want to be Adam Schefter. That is, oh my god.
It's a rough life, brother.
If I had to just beg an agent for some news every day so I could tweet, oh my
Yeah, what are
god,
they? He's just running around,
yeah.
just you fucker.
It's like, hey, bro. It's like, hey,
Give me the
any
story.
news on Mike? Like, what's going on? But
Him and Shams.
Mike Will to Chicago. I mean, it's just another piece, another weapon, another reason to not give Caleb Williams a single excuse.
Yeah.
But moving on, Detroit. I like Detroit. I wanted Calvin Ridley to go to Detroit. I wanted another receiver to go to Detroit. But
Are you
what's up?
are you seeing where he has visited people?
I have. He visited. It was Carolina, and then
Yeah, the Jets, Panthers, and
He's
Steelers.
visiting Carolina. Yeah, Jets. Okay, yeah. And
But yeah, no, Detroit would be great. They've got Amon Ra.
the Detroit, and I do have the Jets down. Which I mean, obviously, we've been talking about every receiver that's been available. It's like, yeah, why not add another piece to Aaron Rodgers' arsenal? I mean, it's just why not? I mean, they're loading up. They got
I would.
timeouts. I still love the
I
timeouts
just
they
want to
pick
see
up.
A-Rod do well. I want to see him healthy,
Add Mike Will to that
smoking,
list. And like they
smoking
said,
sauce.
unless I saw this thing. They said unless the Jets have a guaranteed trade for Devontae Adams, they better not let Mike Will get on that plane to Pittsburgh.
Nah, he's gonna get on it. Oh no, he's definitely. He might go to Pitt, dude.
Look, that's another thing I have. I have Pittsburgh written down, and
He's going to Pitt.
I'm not
They
gonna lie.
they got rid of Deontay. They need a guy.
Here, because I like doing this with my Steelers when we talk about like Steelers topics. I'm gonna give my Ravens bias take, and then I'm gonna give my non-biased sports take. As a Ravens fan, I really need to stop this. I don't like it, and I get it. I know the Steelers fans got to hear about Derrick Henry, they signed this person, and throughout the years they've had to hear about our people.
2
But the
MVPs.
thing is, like, we already got to hear about like the bums on Pittsburgh that they're gonna throw in our faces. Like
Ben never won an MVP.
they're like, there might be a couple reasons why, but
No, if anything, he was praised.
uh, I don't know.
He didn't miss one game.
He was praised later in his career, but
He didn't miss a game.
I feel like he was definitely looked at as a weirdo for a while.
Yeah,
All
but
right, this is my Ravens bias still talking. I'm sorry. Let me flip, let me flip the switch. Let me flip the switch. It's obviously another great piece to add to the Steelers. I mean, you're helping Russ out to hopefully get an extension. And it's the same thing with like Caleb. It's another reason to not have an excuse. Like Russ,
yeah,
better ball. You add Mike to that lineup. I mean, yeah, it's going to be a problem. And I'm
lock
not.
the fuck in, kid.
And as a Ravens fan, I'm not going to be excited, nor will I be looking forward to it.
No, but
The most obvious one that I feel like we're like avoiding, it's Kansas City. He can easily go to Kansas City, and Patrick Mahomes is going to make him look like fucking Larry Fitzgerald. Like it's just what's going to happen. It's exactly what's going to happen. I wouldn't be surprised.
I don't get it. I really don't.
What do you not get? You get to play
I don't.
Patrick Mahomes. Or do you just not get how the world works this way?
Yeah.
I don't know why the world works this way either.
Since when did anyone care about a team from Middle America? Since when?
Man, I don't know what honestly, that's a really good question, and it's like a weird interlude in the middle of this Mike Will thing, but like what exactly was, like, what do you think was the moment that like made like Patrick Mahomes a face or the Chiefs like a standout team in the
The
NFL?
AFC Championship.
So you don't think before that?
Well, that season that he had,
Because was
that
he?
was his first
Yeah,
season.
I was gonna say, was
When
he
he
not?
he threw, no, he didn't throw 50 touchdowns that year,
You I mean,
but he played well. Oh no, I know what it was. Chiefs Rams Thursday night,
okay. See,
color
I was
rush.
thinking of that too, but
Yeah,
like,
that put them on notice. That put both of them on
see,
notice.
to me, that's like as just a like. There's obviously different moments that mean more, like more defining moments, like winning a Super Bowl, winning an MVP, or getting cheated out of an AFC Championship loss or game, whatever. But
Well, it was supposed to be a rematch in the Super Bowl.
yes, yeah, we all wanted that. Um, and I mean, the Rams shouldn't have been there either.
The Rams shouldn't have been there either. It
So
should have been.
Saints. Well, it should. I mean, it should have
It
been.
should have been Saints
It should have
regardless.
been Saints Chiefs.
Yeah,
Which would have been a great. I mean, because that Patriots Rams Super
but
Bowl.
Drew Brees, Tom Brady would have been sick too, dude.
Yeah. Drew Brees, Tom Brady
That's way
Super
better
Bowl.
than Tom Brady and fucking Jared Goff and just what one touchdown was scored.
Yeah,
Get the fuck out of
that
here.
game was horrible, but
That game was very bad.
there does seem to be some like sweet, like I don't know, like the regular season moment that makes you stand out, like like
Yeah,
like as a Ravens fan, the amount of people that talked about Lamar after the five
that Cincinnati
touchdowns,
game
well, I mean, yeah, that spin move, but I'm talking about like the 5 touchdowns in Miami,
in Miami. Yeah,
week 1. It was like,
yeah,
holy shit!
yeah.
It's like
This guy can throw.
it's like it's the same way where like people knew about Mahomes before that Thursday night game, but then when that game
Yes,
happened, it's like, oh shit!
this
Like
guy can fucking sling it.
now everybody
But the
knows.
problem is like Jared Goff was put onto that same level, and then that quickly faded.
Well, there are uh, there's debates to be had about that time where there was a window for Jared Goff to be, you know, he's doing his thing in Detroit right now. So I mean,
No, no,
is he not? I feel like he's kind
he's
of
no Pat Mahomes.
no, not by
His
any
his
means.
family isn't in jail right now, so
Let's not do
or at least on
that.
probation. I'm sorry.
But yeah. So we talk Jets, Kansas City, Detroit, Chicago, Pittsburgh.
He could go to Baltimore though. I think Baltimore can make a push, but all those other teams are very enticing.
Okay,
Not
well,
the Panthers.
Ravens.
No one's going to play with Bryce Young.
The Ravens, I think, are very, very enticing.
They are.
Well, I mean, at least receivers pretend like it is until it's time to, until it's time. Diop's
Or
like,
until you're 33.
Diop's like, I would love to play with Lamar.
When you're 33, 34, and you've had 2 ACL tears, it's like, maybe.
Then, we're gonna talk about that too. I can't wait. I can't wait.
Big trust.
So, I really do want Mike Will. I don't know why.
No, I think that would be an incredible pickup for you guys.
And as a third, fourth option, it's like I would not mind that.
Third, fourth option, what?
On our offense.
Third.
Oh, I mean, to be honest with you, the Ravens. I mean, if we're wasting Isaiah Likely's talent if we're not.
That is
true. We're not splitting it 50-50, but the way we use our tight ends.
He's a second receiver. He's a number 2 receiver.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but I'm, the amount of times, how we use our receivers.
That is fair.
I don't know, but
if Lamar wants to throw for 6,000, he better start throwing to some fucking receivers. Or having receivers who can catch.
I would really like to have Mike Will. I would. And then the last team that I see
is Washington.
No.
Let me have something, Mikey.
And well, shit, y'all got all this cap space. Y'all still aren't doing shit. Y'all still aren't doing a
damn
thing.
We signed a couple of old parts.
Yeah, I did. My thing is with this team, if they get a quarterback, which I don't know what they're gonna do at this point, this is the only way I would see this making sense, and that's Minnesota. Because Mike Will goes to Minnesota, gives Jetta some help, but who's throwing the ball?
Jalen Durham. Jaron Dirt,
Sam Darnold.
Jalen Dalton. Did he go to Minnesota?
I believe so. I believe Sam Darnold's a Viking. You know, like what? What are we doing? What are we doing here? Like
Sam's a Viking.
who is throwing the football
Sam
to?
Darnold will.
If no, I don't want that. Then
No one wants it,
Mike
but
Williams
Sam
is
Darnold
not
will
wasting
be
his.
willing to do it.
He ain't wasting. Mike ain't willing to waste his. Whatever prime he's got left in Minnesota catching balls from
Well, he's
Sam
also not
Darnold.
going to do it in Carolina.
But he can go play with Aaron Rodgers. He can go play in Pittsburgh. He can go play.
He shouldn't play in
He
Pittsburgh.
can go play in Kansas City, bro. He can go. He's either going to Kansas
He can
City
go to Baltimore.
or he's going to Pittsburgh. He's not going to Baltimore.
He might go to New York.
He's not going to Baltimore because I want him to. Like the Derrick Henry.
Is that how it works?
Pretty much. The Derrick Henry.
He heard you and he was like, "Fuck that guy."
The Derrick Henry shit was inevitable. Like it was like
Yeah.
like we talked about that. That was gonna happen at some point. But like the way you're visiting Carolina. Why? What
Money.
Okay. You're visiting Pittsburgh. Okay, it makes a little more sense. You're visiting the Jets. That makes
It's a lot of sense.
Too. But like, why are you not visiting Kansas City or Baltimore or
No, he will.
Or Houston or
He will.
These Willie? Do we know? We don't know that. Yeah,
maybe.
I don't know. But give your prediction.
Hold on.
What's up?
Oh.
What happened? Is this breaking news or is this Mike Will news?
This isn't breaking news, but did they release him
from the Chargers?
Yeah. Well, this says also with the Chargers having traded Keenan Allen, they're also interested in bringing back Williams.
I guess I considered Chargers.
I didn't consider that. So there is an opportunity. There is a possibility he stays. I'm assuming they released him because he didn't get enough money. Or they were going to pay cut him.
I don't see him going back.
I hope not. I hope he comes to Washington, but
the way these receivers have been moving recently is like they are not scared to ask for a new home. I mean, I don't think he's going back to the Chargers.
But it is LA.
So give me your prediction. Where's he going? Oh, speaking of LA, shit, does he just hop over to the Rams? I'll be a Ram. I'll play with Puka and Cooper.
They don't need him. They don't need his ass.
I mean, they don't not need him though. It's not like
no, I know, but
it wouldn't hurt.
If he's
them.
going to go get paid, it's not going to be there.
But that's the thing. Do we know if he's solely looking for money, or
no? But the money difference would be so drastic between like them and like a Pittsburgh or a Carolina.
So what's your prediction?
Baltimore, anywhere but Kansas City, honestly. I would like to see him go to the Jets, though.
Is that what you want? So
I want him to go to the Jets or the Ravens.
Where do you think he's going? Because I want him to go to Baltimore. I would like to see him play with Aaron Rodgers.
I think the Jets.
But Mike Tomlin loves his receivers. Mike Tomlin is all about his receivers. He loves his receivers.
Sucks.
He loves his receivers. I mean, you can go back and
they had AB.
You can go. Well, you can go back and
they had Hines Ward.
You can go. Yeah, he didn't. He puts
for like a week, maybe.
Okay, I'm talking about people that Mike Tomlin picked out. Like what I'm saying, like receivers.
Yeah, AB.
Receivers that he has chosen. But
what was that guy's name? Martavis Bryant.
Well, you got to think though. Like Martavis Bryant was a freak. Like he was
with the nutsack catch.
Nice, but then he had what was
he couldn't get off the ganja.
That's back when weed wasn't allowed in the NFL. He was getting in trouble for that.
Dude, I remember there was like a video of like Marshawn Lynch and Le'Veon Bell smoking weed, and they were like ah.
And he had two receivers with two back-to-back receivers with crazy potential and egos that were too big. And that's Juju and Claypool.
Claypool does suck.
And then
Juju had potential.
But. And to pick out Pickens the way he did. Mike Tomlin likes his receivers. Put it to you like that. And I think Mike will. I think he's just gonna get swayed to stay, man. I think he's gonna be in black and yellow. He's gonna be a Steeler.
Nah, I think it'll be a Jet.
I won't be mad at that. I won't be mad at him being a Jet.
I genuinely want to see
Gotta pull this one up.
what a Jets football team can do. Hopefully they do fail, but I think it'll be exciting either way. Still, I think Robert Saleh sucks balls.
So, I guess you know, Odell confirmed. He's not returning to Baltimore.
Which he was like,
He won't be a Raven. Oh, I got it up. Don't worry. I got it up for you.
like we're aware you weren't staying.
So this is what Odell had to say to the Baltimore Ravens.
The biggest trust.
The biggest trust. Swear on everything. I appreciate the flock more than y'all could ever imagine. Okay.
It's a lie.
Did everything I could with the opportunities I had. Sounds like a shot at someone. I don't know
Big
who.
time.
I don't know who that was a shot at, but okay.
The organization.
Wish I got to do it big for y'all. Ring emoji. Thank you for the vibes. To the city of Baltimore. I fuck with y'all forever, for real.
No, you don't. No, you do not. There's no way he does.
And most importantly,
because he was playing games and then going back to LA. He wasn't hanging out in Baltimore for a second. That guy was walking around scared shitless in that city, dude.
And most importantly, to my brothers over there, this shit a lifetime sentence. I love y'all. Biggest truz.
Big Truz wasn't even a saying when you were on the football team. No one says that anymore.
So I know we're just gonna come off as complete like Odell haters, but it's like I can't stand.
That's some fake shit.
That is like
So fake.
You were here for a year. If you were pouring your heart out this much, why aren't you playing another year here? What do you not want to?
Well, I don't think anyone wants him.
I mean, I like I said, he.
Well, he did learn the Baltimore dance. I don't know what it is.
What did I say when he joined the Baltimore Ravens? I said if he is not causing any problems, if he ain't being no drama queen, whatever. It seemed like he brought.
He was under control for the most part.
He had good for. I mean, he was fine. He brought good vibes. He didn't have negative vibes, and it's like I don't really see him going out and getting a bag. But it's like I guess hey, I mean, if that's what you want to do, go out and get you a bag. But I mean, like it's like the I wish I could do it big with y'all. It's like, bro, it's like we have like probably a better chance next year.
Yeah.
So
like no, he said for y'all, like he was gonna be a reason. He's like, I'm sorry I didn't play so good. That's my bad.
And
like,
I
no,
did the
actually,
most.
It's not your bad.
I did the most with the opportunities I had. I don't know what that means. Because like you
like the ever since he left Cleveland, it's like Odell is like a cool piece to have, but he's changing no team.
See, but here's the thing. Odell
like that no one gives nor should give him any credit for anything he did with the Rams.
Ever since Odell in his Brown situation, he has still carried the attitude and persona as a starting like top 10 receiver in the league.
I think this year humbled him a little bit. Because of all of the talent on that team, he was like, maybe I'll.
These motherfuckers are nice.
Zay's fucking fast.
Like I'm saying, like, it's like.
And then he hit that one, like, burst touchdown, and it was like.
It was cool. It was cool, but to just pretend like, like this was my only opportunity to get a ring with y'all. It's like, bro, it's like we just signed Derrick Henry, got Mark Andrews healthy for a full year. We'll be fine on defense
for the start of the season.
What do you mean?
I don't know if he'll be healthy for a full year. Who knows?
Yeah, I can say that about every player we talk about.
Exactly.
And yeah, okay.
So,
Justin Fields is going to play 51% of the snaps if Russell Wilson only plays in the beginning of the year. I mean, yeah, that's an obvious factor, but I'm expecting him to be healthy.
Yes.
I hope so. But yeah, Odell's not a
Did
Raven.
he play in that
Yeah,
in the Chiefs game?
yeah, he did.
I
Yeah,
thought so.
he did. He definitely played in that Chiefs game. Odell gives his farewell. All right, this is what I want to talk about because everybody is talking about this. This is like the number one conversation, and obviously because it's about the team with the top pick in the draft. It's the team that's making all these moves. Um, the Chicago Bears, and the question, Devin, is the hype legit?
I don't know. I saw that. Did you see what RG3 said?
What did RG3 say? Oh,
RG3 in his convoluted, stupid world said that he should pull in Eli Manning and demand that the Bears not draft him.
I'm sorry. Maybe I missed something, but what did Eli Manning have to do? Like, okay.
He was drafted a Charger.
Oh! Caleb Williams should pull an Eli Manning.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, okay. I did see that RG3 saying that. Now, here's my thing. You like in the beginning, it was like, okay, yeah, obviously, I'm lighting some incense over here. Obviously,
You're
uh,
what?
I was lighting some incense over here. If it looks like something's going on over here, that's what's going on over here.
No, 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 no.
What?
Why?
I mean,
You have incense in your house?
it's either my room can smell like lavender or it can smell like snowflake OG. Like, what do you? I mean, what do you want it to? The hell do you want?
I don't. I
What
don't.
do you? I
I
don't
didn't
know.
know people had incense.
Yeah, no, incense are. Why not? You wouldn't understand, Devin. You wouldn't understand. You don't.
I know that it's associated with marijuana. Is it meant to cover up?
Yeah, it's a great mask. Honestly, it just smells like weed and whatever flavor incense or scent incense you're lighting. But hey,
Yeah, it's
it's
like
it,
when
it's it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. Look,
it's
what I was
like
saying
when
is,
it's like when tubby people put on deodorant. It's like you still stink,
what I was saying is though,
except for your armpit.
in the beginning, it was
Wait,
like,
do you think they have roll deodorant
what do you mean?
for people with rolls?
Oh, well, I mean, would you not just use deodorant? Like, if you okay, and this isn't even I'm not even making fun of making fun of people that
I'm
are
not making fun.
overweight, but
I'm curious.
listen, if you were big enough to where you did have rolls,
Yeah.
wouldn't you just, if you were worried about like body odor, just use regular deodorant? Like, I mean, what would be the difference? Like,
Soap and water.
no. What I'm saying is like, what would be the difference in deodorant for like your underarms or than like your like flap?
It is different skin. I feel like the skin under your arms, at least for people with armpit hair like myself,
Yeah, I'm a
it is
trimmer.
weird.
I'm a trimmer.
I've
I'm
I
a
think when I was a kid, my brother shaved my armpit, and I got like $5. But
I'm
no, I don't ever pay attention to my armpit unless I lift my arm up.
Yeah, I'm 100%. I'm 100% a trimmer. I'm all day, and because I feel like it helps. Like, I feel like hair causes more there's more chance of body odor. Like, I feel like hair like holds in more sweat. Like, I feel like bald dudes never have to worry about like anything
I'm trying to
above
think if my
here.
balls smell more when I have no hair or when I have.
See, that wasn't me
Yeah,
giving.
I think no, it's definitely hair causes
Yeah,
problems,
that
but
wasn't me
I think a
giving.
little bit of stank is nice.
I wasn't opening the door for you to talk about that, but sure, if that's
You asked the
if
question.
that's what you want. No, well,
You asked me if my balls stunk.
all right. Um, let me get to what I was trying to say was in the beginning we were talking about what
In the beginning.
Caleb Williams should 100% say, fuck this. I am absolutely not going to Chicago or whoever has the first pick at the time because we didn't even know who was going to have the first pick when this all started. We were agreeing with that. We were like, yeah, no, he should stay another year and get your NIL or whatever.
No, I told him to go to. I no. He should no. He shouldn't have no.
Eh,
No.
look. I don't.
Go to the league now because
The
all you're gonna do is make yourself look way
no,
worse.
but the money you can make in college football now, it's like, what's the rush?
What about that signing? That signing bonus is pretty sick, dude. What is it, like $35 million for the first pick? It's crazy
It's
for the
cool,
first
but
pick.
I mean, hey, I mean, that fucking Nissan deal he
But
probably got
NFL
is
fame is way different. You can still get endorsement deals in the NFL,
yeah,
especially if you're Caleb Williams.
yeah, but I mean, but yeah, yes, yeah. I
Yeah.
understand. I can.
If you're not Caleb Williams, stay forever. But I hope Drake May just like, yeah, I'm going back to UNC.
If you are the number one prospect in the upcoming draft, I honestly think, yeah, you should, yeah, you should go get drafted and go to the
Because it is
NFL.
rare, because you won't be the number one guy the next year.
I wouldn't say that, but I will say that
What about Shador?
with the change in college football, I do see the side of like you could stay. Like if you don't want to play for like a terrible team, you could just stay here. Like we're not gonna not start you. Like if you want to stay here, like
Yeah.
you really I mean, you're good. Your draft stock might drop. It might not. Either way,
But
like
hell,
you might go to a
a,
better team.
a drop in stock might help him.
Yeah, when
But
you're
he
the
could
number
also
one
just
pick,
demand that the Bears trade him.
if you're the number one pick, it might even be better to drop a little bit. But either way, now that Chicago's making all these moves,
Yeah.
I feel like you're kind of a douchebag if you like pull an Eli Manning on draft day.
Well,
Like
I don't see a reason why he would
nah,
at this point.
nah. What would be the point?
No, I think what the Bears are doing are making it so there is no like what other team could he go to with a fucking Keenan Allen or DJ Moore
Yeah, well, yeah,
or
they're
who
doing
the fuck is their running back now?
DeAndre
DeAndre
Swift.
Swift,
Yeah, well, they're definitely doing
a
their
solid
best.
running back.
They're definitely doing their best to make it hard to say no.
I mean, he's not going to say no to us. I mean, to them and then come to us. It's not happening.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, no, I'm gonna say no to the
And
team.
RG3 is just jealous he didn't go 1, dude. What a pussy.
Yeah, no, I don't know what's up with RG3 and him. Just it seems like
He's just saying shit. He likes to say shit.
yeah. But look, let's talk about Chicago because, like I said earlier, DJ Moore, 4 out of his 6 years, he's had over 1,100 receiving yards, and he's played with 11 different starting quarterbacks. I mean, this is some DeAndre Hopkins shit.
Where was he a Panther?
Mm-hmm.
So Baker, Darnold, all
Cam,
those guys.
fucking
Cam.
PJ Walker, I think Sam, or you said Sam already. Fuck, there's more. There's more that
There was some in between Cam and Baker. I just
there
don't
was
think about.
there were a lot.
Who the fuck was their quarterback after Cam?
We just talked about it. It was well, Cam left and came back.
Yeah.
So he had 2 stints, but what was it? It was in between Cam. I mean, I want to say that's when like PJ Walker got involved, or did he get
But
involved in?
if there were 11 guys,
he got involved 2020 or 2021. Cam came back.
Yeah.
He came back post COVID. Because it was 2019 in New
Well,
England.
did he come back after? He came back in 2021. Yeah. So he left in 19, came back in 21.
Okay.
Kyle Allen, Taylor Heineke, Teddy Bridgewater, PJ Walker, Will
There
Greer.
you go. There you go.
Yeah.
There's the names we were looking for.
Kyle Allen.
And I don't even know if I included like Tyson Badgett in this, but hey,
Tyson.
there you go.
Secret Agent man.
Keenan Allen, he's 32 years old. He's missed 14 games in 4 years, so not. I mean, it's not the worst thing, but I mean, as he gets older,
a bunch were this year.
As he gets
bunch
older,
were the year before.
I could definitely see that increasing, but he does get to be a wide receiver too, which obviously means less attention.
1 to 2.
What?
They're pretty close. It's not a definite.
No. But you got to just accept that at this point you got an older wide receiver who is not. I mean, it's just he's realistically leaving
I
his
mean,
prime.
Calvin Ridley's not wide receiver 1.
But you got a guy that's realistically leaving his prime and someone that's like in the middle of their prime.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, prime versus prime. It's yeah, obviously it's like there's a debate.
Keenan.
But as of right now,
There's
like,
no debate. It's Keenan. Jeez.
okay, stop dick riding. Jesus.
I'm not
Christ,
dick
I
riding.
get it. You love
You're
bald
dick riding
people.
DJ Moore.
DJ Moore is better than I fucking remembered.
That's fair.
Because when D Hop fucking plays with 15 different quarterbacks and does what he does, he gets hype. But now that it's DJ Moore and you don't want to give them any credit and you don't want to see Caleb Williams play well, you're sitting here saying, "Oh, Keenan Allen." Yeah, I know he was
But
good.
what competition did DJ Moore have on the Panthers or the Bears last year?
I mean, does it what's more impressive, beating out somebody for a first spot or being able to put up 1,100 plus yards with all those quarterbacks? Who cares? Who cares if you're the best? Yeah, you're the best wide receiver on the team. Okay,
I
regardless.
think what's more impressive is winning the men's decathlon as a woman.
That's sick. But regardless of how you got to wide receiver 1, there's wide receiver 1s that can only put up 800 receiving yards. So it's like,
Yeah.
I don't care how you got to that spot. But to me, and if I'm Chicago, I want Keenan Allen to be my wide receiver too. I don't need to put that stress on him. It's like, bro, you are here to you are wide receiver 2.
He just needs to have a meeting with little Lockett, Tyler Lockett.
And the way you're
learn to get down.
Yeah. No. See,
that's all they need.
Can we
just
talk
get your
about
ass
that?
down?
I don't
hate it.
I don't want to like make the league sound pussy. But I will say that I think way more players should do that.
I know.
Way more players, because here's the thing. You want to make these new rules. You want to do, make all this.
Well, that's what Tom was saying. Tom was saying it should be on the offensive players to protect themselves. Now, there are times when they are when they can't. But yeah. Tyler Lockett goes out of his way to protect himself.
That's the thing. You go out of your way to protect yourself. You dropping to the ground to just save yourself from a useless tackle to get an extra couple of yards.
An extra half a yard.
It's like, yeah, you fight. It's every inch matters. Yeah, but in the middle of the second quarter when it's a tie game, maybe it doesn't matter as much. That's gonna help way more than whatever.
Well, they don't teach that in football. They just teach you to go hard as fuck at all times.
They teach you. See, the thing is, it's like they don't even like. Maybe, I mean, I don't know. I'm not gonna sit here and talk like I'm some NFL or some D1 college football player, but from my experience, I mean, if whatever way worked to get through somebody, you weren't really being told to not use your head either.
No,
it's not like, hey,
especially if you're a running back.
Hey, watch that. It's not, it's like, oh shit.
No, running backs are every single play.
So I mean, I think that work that's better than any rule, any new technology you create. If you can put all whatever grass fields you want that these players are complaining about, dropping to the ground,
protect yourself.
Some Golden Tate, Tyler Lockett shit.
Yeah,
money. But Keenan Allen healthy.
Golden Tate did that? I don't know.
I feel like I remember all of. I feel like there was a time. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we. No, Golden Tate definitely was an artist of avoiding tackles for sure. For sure, 100%. Now that the memories are flooding. Now that.
But when you're Keenan and you're that old and that banged up, get your ass down.
But like I'm saying, if you're Keenan Allen and you're healthy, Keenan Allen, I mean, the way you were gassing him up makes me feel like you'd agree with me. I mean, if he's healthy, he's probably the best second option at receiver, one of the best second options at receiver in the league. I mean, who else are we talking about?
I don't know. Odell.
Yeah, Odell could pull up. The Gerald Everett pickup isn't a big deal to me. He's never really been impactful. DeAndre Swift.
I like it.
I've been trying to come up with a take for DeAndre Swift and how I feel about this move, and it is so hard for me to gauge how I feel, like how well I think he will play next season. Because
agreed.
His first year starting last year was his first year as a starting running back. He ran for over 1,000 yards, but it wasn't Philly.
It was Philly's O-line.
who gave Miles Sanders the year before almost 1,300 yards, who this year ran for 432 with Carolina.
Yeah.
And mind you, these past 2 years, Jalen Hurts has also ran for 700 yards both of these seasons. So
Yes.
this is a great rushing team and offensive line.
And Jalen's not even like that.
So
He's kind of like, I don't know.
I,
Push.
I think DeAndre Swift, this is like, to me,
What did he do in
he
Detroit?
was a backup. He
To
was a
who?
backup. Jamal Williams.
But he had a breakout year the year before this year.
Yeah, but I think his best seasons before last year in Philly were like 500 and something. He was putting up 500 yards.
Actually?
But as a backup. So I
I
mean,
thought he had 1,000 yards. Oh, no. 500.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, he only had 100 touches.
See why I'm like, it's like, yeah, as a backup,
Yeah.
he was our, he could tote. And then he goes
But
to
he
this,
averaged 5.5 in Detroit.
he goes to this great rushing team, Philly, and goes off.
I know, but he got the ball 130 more times.
What's what happens when you start,
Yeah.
But that's the thing. This to me is the season that tells us the most about him.
Yes. Yeah, for sure.
You're obviously not
But I
playing.
mean, they have to snag a piece on that O-line because
I believe
past couple of years, Fields is running for his life.
I believe they have made some moves and they have missed out on some linemen. I mean, like you saw the Tyron Smith move to the Jets. Fucking Detroit just sniped Kevin Zeitler from the Ravens, which kind of
Sucks.
That hurt me a little bit because
we
I don't know if you
picked up.
noticed, but our O line is
I saw.
piecing the fuck out.
I saw.
So I don't know why, but hey,
money.
Yeah.
Money, Michael.
Money will do
Money
it
makes
for
the world go round. I play football for the love of the game, baby.
Until
Unless
you
I
get
don't
drafted.
get my money.
But let's talk about their defense. They were 25th in passing yards allowed per game, 238 passing yards a game. But they were also number 1 in rushing yards allowed, only allowing what I believe it was like 88.
I think we kind of talked about this. If your passing defense is that bad, why run the ball?
See, but here's the thing. What do you think works more? Or what do you think like logically makes more sense? If you got a bad running defense, why pass the ball? Or if you got a bad passing defense, why run the ball? Because to me, if you have a terrible passing defense, that means 2 things. You stop the run, or teams were afraid of your ability to stop the run, or there was no reason to run. And you were airing that bitch out.
Yeah.
And then if you flip it in reverse, if you are just running the ball over and over and over again, to me, that tells me more that you're not afraid of the pass defense. You just are not struggling at all to run the ball. So why not run the ball?
Yeah, so it could just be. I mean, I think it's that. Honestly, they are not afraid of that secondary at all, and maybe they had a couple pieces up front who were scary enough.
Like I know offenses are opening up more and more every year, but I still want to believe that every offense wants to, or at least I believe every offense should want to have an established run game, no matter what.
Yeah.
And maybe past championships could,
The Chargers don't.
Chargers kind of do. And that's why they picked up my boy Gus. But
Well, they need a defense.
That is a good question. What does that necessarily mean when you're number 1 in rushing yards allowed, but you're number 25 in passing yards allowed? To me, that tells me
that's a bad.
I feel like it's a mix of both.
Yeah.
Because your passing defense can be terrible, but I still believe that if you had to pick, one or the other, if they could keep it on the ground versus the Bears, you would. You can keep it on the ground, milk all that clock you want, win that game, and get out of there.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, got teams that maybe, need to air it out because they might not have the most confidence in their defense. But at the same time, we're talking about teams when they're playing the Bears. So how much how
How
scared
much
are
game
you?
plan were they putting into playing the Bears?
Thank you. There you go. How much were people even watching film when they played Chicago? Now we're
Yes.
asking the real questions, Devin.
Yes.
These are the
Yes,
real
they
questions.
unless it was fucking Manziel or whatever his nuts was,
Jamarcus Russell.
DeMarcus Russell.
But
But the coaches were.
some players though that they still are going to have next season. They still have what are we looking at? Trey Edmonds, Montez Sweat, TJ Edwards, Kevin Byard coming in to replace Eddie Jackson, which I mean, it's like cool if you could have added him and kept Eddie Jackson. I would have been looking at that like, man, that's awesome. But replacing him, we'll see. I don't know how much of an improvement it really is, though. Unique Ngakwe is a free agent. They still had their Pro Bowl corner, Jalen Johnson.
When did they get Unique?
After last season, I believe.
I thought he was still in Jacksonville. Was he Jacksonville? I don't know.
Unique Ngakwe, was he in Jacksonville? Why am I like picturing not a Raiders stint? Maybe he wasn't. I mean, I know. Who did he come from before Baltimore? That is a great question. It could have been Jacksonville.
Yeah, he was okay. Then I'm years behind. Jacksonville until 2019, then the Vikings, Ravens in 2020, Raiders, Colts, Bears last year.
Raiders. Damn, he did have a stint with the Raiders.
2021. Yeah.
Okay.
But no, he started as a Jacksonviller.
But to me, this team, it can go easily one of two ways. Not one of three ways, but easily one of two ways. The Carolina route, all this hype, all this pressure, or it could go the Houston route where it is almost the best outcome you could really ask for from your rookie quarterback season.
They win a Super Bowl.
That is secret option number 4.
Number 4?
Or like I said last episode, I think they might fall in a nice middle where it's not just a complete like by the end of the year they're calling for Caleb Williams to be bent.
Caleb shows some promise, but there's some problems. Defense or something.
And what I was going to bring up earlier, like I was saying with Justin Fields, there is so much hype around Caleb Williams. It's almost like we know he's going to have multiple chances. Like they are just how we know. It's like, okay, as bad as you think Bryce Young is, he's getting his opportunities. He's going to get his chances. There's nobody but him that's going to be.
But Bryce Young is not the talent that Caleb Williams is, and Caleb Williams will.
No. But what I'm saying is, no matter what Caleb Williams does next season on the field,
he'll have a shot.
He's going to go into the next season QB1.
I mean, the Bears gave Justin Fields a shot for how many years?
So I almost think now this could also go one of two ways. I think this might kind of take some pressure off of Caleb Williams. It's like you're not fighting for your life here.
But sometimes pressure's good.
That's another thing. It's like don't get too comfortable.
Don't be comfortable. Don't be thinking you hot shit.
Still watch your film. Do your thing.
And quit painting your fingernails with obscenities. It's not nice, dude. They also lost after he did that.
Yeah, he did.
Also, stop painting your fingernails. Just in general.
But this past D gets 25% better. I mean, just 25% better, and they're a top 10 defense probably.
I don't think that's how percentages work. But
what you mean?
Top, they'll be better than 25th.
Oh no, okay. In layman's terms, if their pass defense gets a little bit better, they could have the potential to be a top 10 defense.
Yes.
Sorry, I didn't. I thought you were gonna get what I was saying, but
no, I got it.
There's really no excuses for Caleb Williams at this point. They've made it to the point where there's no excuses.
No, zero.
So Chicago is really,
and also he's looking down the barrel of a fucking another terribly run organization in Washington.
I mean, do you even think
there is no question Caleb Williams will be a Bear?
Yeah, that's the thing. Do you even think?
And Drake May will be a Redskin.
Do you think Washington even contacts Caleb Williams?
No.
Like, I don't even think there's communication being had between them two.
Shouldn't be.
All right. Well, Chicago Bears. Yeah, like I said, I think they'll fall in the middle between Carolina and Houston. But let's.
Still pissed we missed out on Kirk Cousins though.
You're pissed that Washington did?
No.
I mean, I would have liked it more than the Mariota pickup.
But he's a backup.
To who?
Whoever we draft.
So you guys are drafting a quarterback?
We're not getting Marvin Harrison.
Do you not want him, or do you just think that they're not?
No, I want him
they're not
bad.
Gonna do that to him.
I want him bad, but no, we're not going to do that to him.
That's the thing. Like,
he'll go to a worse team.
I don't want to see him go play for New England. That's gonna be boring as shit.
Did New England get a quarterback?
They picked up well, they traded Mac Jones away. Bailey Zappi signed with.
Zappi's gone?
Yeah, I want to say oh no, Mason Rudolph is gone. Or not Mason Rudolph. Mason Rudolph. I'm still stuck on the Steelers. Sorry.
Zappi's still on the Pats.
Who are the quarterbacks on? God, I got lost in backup quarterback land. Who are the quarterbacks left on New England? I mean, what, they pick up Brissett? You know, like, I think that's really the only That's the only move they've made. Yeah, I think they picked him back up. But besides that, I have no clue what moves have been made at quarterback.
No, I think they're going to draft a quarterback. I think they're going to get Jaden.
They picked Brissett up though.
I don't know.
I mean, just look up Brissett. Look up Jacoby Brissett real quick. I want to say that they did.
Someone got Jacoby.
I want to say
we had him.
I want to say.
I think they may have gotten him again.
I want to say that they did pick up Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah, no, he's back.
All right, Devin.
But no, I think they're going to draft Jaden. Belichick liked Jaden Daniels.
I told you we got some NBA to talk. I said there was going to be some NBA. Don't say that.
Why?
I don't want people to think we don't like the NBA. We just want it to be better. Okay.
I don't care what they think.
That's what I want. That's what I want. Well, no, but I'm saying I don't.
John Wall said he can't even watch the NBA.
I need the NBA.
He can't even watch the NBA and do this. And do the Dougie.
I don't care about what John Wall is watching. But one of these topics I got for you, Devin, I didn't really know what to name it. So this is pretty much, I wrote down some teams that need to step up. Because what I've been hyping up for the past couple of weeks, past couple of episodes, was the postseason. The fact that we can't wait to talk about the playoff series, everything that's going to go down. And I'm taking a look at the standings, and I'm going, fuck. Right now, you got 9th seed Golden State, 10th seed Lakers, 7th seed Dallas, 8th seed Phoenix. We got a chance because you got New Orleans at 5 and
bro, the Pelicans
and
dog Zion's back, baby,
and Sacramento at 6.
I wasn't able to talk about this, but Zion is my favorite player to watch. I love it.
What, eat?
No, I've never seen him eat, dude.
What do you?
No, I love watching him play basketball.
You find more joy
every time he steps on the court. He's the hardest playing player on that court. He moves, dude. Stealing balls. I love the way he plays. I love it.
Is this a shtick?
You can say whatever you want. I love the way he plays.
Is this a shtick?
No, this is real.
I'm confused. There's like one big red flag with Zion, and that's like his hustle. And it's like, yeah, he's
No. It's not his hustle. It's his fatness.
No, yeah, but it's like the willing to care about like yourself and what in the game. Like it's like maybe,
during the game, he's moving.
Maybe I loosely use the word hustle, but what I'm saying is there's things he's doing that's making it harder for him to be as good as he can be.
But apparently he's lost 25 pounds since December.
That's great. I was just shocked you said it's your favorite player to watch, like over Ant.
No, but when he was coming up in college, I liked him over Ja. For the time being, that's wrong.
Maybe I go back and we can check the old tapes, but I think I always liked Ja over.
You were always when we were talking about who should be drafted 1, I was Zion. you were Ja.
Because Ja is that dude, and he's way more fun to watch than Zion. And
No, I love watching Zion.
I got Ant and Zion when it comes to I got Ant and Ja over Zion when it comes to players I enjoy watching the most. Like
I enjoy watching Zion.
See, but you say that, but it's like there's a chance that you might only have 20 games to watch Zion. It's like until
I'm aware.
Puts on more weight and then
No, I
rolls
know,
his
but
ankle again.
when he's on the court, I think he's one of the most fun players to watch. I enjoy watching.
Sure, you're saying. See, what made you say this though? Because I didn't start this conversation saying Zion sucks. Like somebody you
No. I was I
like
went down a rabbit hole
something
and started watching Zion again, and I was pumped.
Something inside like built up that made you go like, you know what, like I like watching Zion play. Like
Yeah, that was
something
me.
made you say that, and I just want to know like where that came
Yeah,
from.
because I saw that he was losing weight, and then I started watching some highlights, and I was like, yeah, this guy when he's on the court, I can't not watch it. Like
I mean, Zion
I don't
should
know.
be.
I love it.
Zion should be at this point the way we're hyping him up and the way he was supposed to come into this league. He should be a top 5 player.
I know, but he'll get there. Maybe I don't know. But
I don't know. I think Zion can. I don't think Zion ever reaches the ceiling that we put on him coming into the league.
No, not even close.
Nor do I think he could ever be a top 5 player at this point.
But the thing that leaves me from the NBA, I don't give a shit who's top 5. I know that the NBA is hard to watch.
It is.
So I gravitate toward players who I enjoy watching. I don't care what he does.
Yeah, I mean that's been my thing. I've never had a team. I've had players that were fun to watch, and when you were watching prime Russell Westbrook, it's like I could not look away.
Very
like,
fun
that's
to watch.
all I wanted
Can't
to watch.
watch it.
When I was like when I turned on TV and it was KD and that Thunder jersey was like holy shit.
Yeah.
It's like
yeah.
I like these guys. Like I don't care that LeBron's in the finals, but you know, hey, it ain't. Yeah.
I could give 2 shits about fucking Jason Tatum. I don't care about his play style.
See,
Zion, I like watching.
Here's the thing, though. I understand the like your hatred towards Jason Tatum, and I'm trying to think of a way to have the conversation without breaking a fourth wall. But it's like, how could we not talk about Jason Tatum? How can we not talk about his?
No, we can talk about him as a top. I'm not talking best players in the league. I'm not.
No, I'm saying.
I understand who those guys are.
You're just saying if you're gonna pick a player to watch, you
Yes.
wake up tomorrow and you're watching an NBA game, you want it to be a Pelicans game. Okay,
Yes.
well then this is perfect because
which is what I want. I want excitement from the game.
Okay, well then
I don't care how many points he scores. I want to be able to watch a game.
This is why this is perfect then, because my biggest worry is we get stuck having New Orleans and Sacramento in the playoffs and we miss out on the Lakers or Dallas or Phoenix. Like,
maybe it's time.
I don't let New Orleans make it over Golden State. Sure, I'll let that happen. But like, I hate to be that guy, but you're really, really missing out if LeBron's not in the playoffs. You're really gonna miss out if we don't get to watch Luka and Kyrie in the playoffs. We're really,
did you see
really
that?
gonna get the. Oh, I did.
Jesus!
We are
Christ.
really, really, really gonna miss out on KD and Devin Booker in the playoffs. Like if we miss them in the playoffs, like we're gonna miss out on a lot of good basketball, a lot of good series, a lot of good games.
Then just take out the Nuggets.
No.
Take out the Nuggets and the Kings. I don't want to see that.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
And then take away the pet.
First of all, what you need to take out is Sacramento. I'm not gonna lie. I'm over their hype.
I could give. Yeah. I don't know why they're here.
I get it. Like no, I get it. Like they're another young and upcoming. Oh yeah, they do this, but it's like If we're
They're
talking
not even
about,
that
if
young,
we're
dude.
talking
De'Aaron
about,
Fox is old now.
if we're talking about who we want to see, what we want to see, what games we want to see, the matchups we want to see,
Not Domantas Sabonis.
it's not.
They're also like,
So,
oh, fucking AD has never beat Domantas Sabonis. Who gives any fucks?
so it's like, sure, if you want your Pelicans to slide in the playoffs, they can slide in the playoffs. But I do not. I'm
Don't
not.
call them my
No,
Pelicans.
they're
They're
your
your Bucks.
Pelicans now. They're your Pelicans for the rest of this
You're
season. For
wild.
the rest of this season, they're your
I'll take it.
Pelicans. They're your
I'll take it.
Pelicans.
I'll take it. That's
But
the only guy I like to watch play basketball.
but what I'm just saying, I'm not watching the Golden State Denver Nuggets first round playoff series. I'm not
No, but
watching
that won't be a
old
first round
ass
playoff.
Chris Paul.
Oh no, it could be.
It,
Yeah.
it easily could be. I'm not watching some
I
old
forgot about
ass
seed.
Chris Paul and Draymond Green. I'm not. I'm. No, I'm not watching it. I'm not watching because people
No,
we can't. We already can't stand watching Nuggets games. Which, look, I'm not gonna
I
lie.
can't.
I can watch Nuggets games. I can
But the numbers say that no one wants to watch the Nuggets play.
I can enjoy a Nuggets basketball game the same way I can a lot of other games, but I just don't believe in, you know, how impactful some people say Jokic really is. You know, it's the same thing with Embiid, and some, there's people that die on that hill that these bigs are what run the league, and I I
Like
mean,
assists are cool, but someone's got to make the shot.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Look at this.
I, I don't know. That's all I'm saying. I want to see LeBron in the playoffs. I want to see KD in the playoffs. Devin Booker. I do not want to see. I'm going to be very upset if 2 out of those 3 teams don't make the playoffs, and it's Golden State. Like, I need Golden State to get bumped. The fact that they're number 9 and not even 10 right now I mean, it is scaring the shit out of me.
I would still like to see Golden State,
Why?
but
Why? So
Steph's
but
fun.
that means one of those 3 other teams can't make it. So who do you not want to see?
Steph brings numbers. I don't want to see
Who do you not want to see
Kings.
the least?
I don't want to see the Kings.
Okay, so then okay, so let's say let's put you in a hypothetical where that's not even an option, and it comes down to these 4 teams, and you can only pick 2 of them to go into the playoffs. So you're picking 2 of these 3 teams: Dallas, Phoenix, LA. You really, really, really want one of those, or in Golden State. You really want 2 of those 4 teams to be Golden State? Like, if you had to pick 2 out of those 4 teams,
If I had to pick 2, it'd be Mavs Suns.
okay, that's what I'm saying.
But
So,
for the sake of ratings,
but okay, say you can bump anyone out now. So you'd like to see Sacramento get bumped,
yeah,
and Golden State get bumped in?
I don't care about Golden State.
I don't either, because I'm a fucking Golden State hater. I don't want to see them boys.
You're a hater. I'm not a hater, but
I want to see them
you're a
get.
big time
I want to see
hater.
them get because they're a bunch of douchebags.
I don't know.
Except Steph just be chilling, just shooting,
Steph is chill.
beating girls in the All-Star.
But then he said he wanted to be the president. I'm not voting for that fucker.
Steph
Get out of
Curry?
here. Yeah, that fucking idiot.
Why would I mean? Here's the thing: if I'm someone like Steph Curry, why would I waste my time in politics?
Such a waste of time, dude.
Are you sure he wasn't joking? It sounds like something he would like jokingly say. You know?
No, he was
Doesn't
like,
sound
I would run for president at some point.
like I believe Aaron Rodgers would be vice president. Would want to be. I couldn't see Steph Curry giving a fuck about being the president. Come on.
I don't think Aaron Rodgers wants to be it. Aaron Rodgers, no.
I think he does. I think
Maybe.
He does. It's weird. I think it's kind of weird. It's like Rodgers wants to be heard. He wants like.
No, he does.
He could have stopped that
But
McAfee show a long time ago.
He what?
He could have stopped guest appearing on Pat McAfee's show a long time ago. Because I guarantee you,
he loves it. He loves to come on there and just talk shit.
McAfee's not begging him to come on. Aaron's like, all right, see you next week. Like he.
Well, Aaron's such like Aaron. That's the only show Aaron goes on because he can just be like, all right, well,
He likes talking
COVID
shit.
is not real until they got to ESPN, and then now he's sparsely going on that show.
Yeah, but hey, I don't know. I don't want to see any athletes going to politics.
Pat sold.
Because no matter what, no matter how good of a person you are, you're going to get slandered by one side or the other if you're fucking getting into politics. I mean,
Yeah, Steph should not get into politics.
No.
Just be an NBA great. You're the greatest shooter of all time.
But
Don't start talking about immigration.
but before this last NBA topic, I will say if I had to pick from the 4 teams and just 2 to move on, I'm all about adding on to the legacy. So give me the Lakers because I think if they're the 8th seed or the first seed, they're different. LeBron's different in
There's
the
so
playoffs.
many good teams though. LeBron's time needs to be over.
LeBron's time can be over the same way Tom Brady's time was over. Tom Brady decided it was time. Like I'm done. When LeBron, here's the thing, because like you can say that there's great teams. Yeah, we missed out on a lot of teams, but just how you said you don't care about who's top 5. You don't care about this. If I got a player I like, I'm gonna watch them, and I'm gonna watch them more than I'm watching whoever's winning in the finals. We're gonna appreciate this, the whole era of LeBron a lot more down the road. And why not at least give him the opportunity to go and run, go get a 5th ring? I mean, why the fuck not? Would you really want to see LeBron sitting at home in the playoffs, or do you want to see LeBron in the playoffs at doing what he can do at this age
Well,
in the
I think
playoffs?
our theory is getting closer to becoming pretty true.
Which one?
That athletes only start podcasts when they're planning on getting out.
And are you saying LeBron's one of them?
Isn't he doing a podcast? He's doing a podcast with JJ Redick.
Is he just coming on JJ Redick's podcast, or he's doing a podcast with?
I think
Bro,
he's doing a podcast with JJ Redick.
Here's the thing: he's not set to retire because he's he has so much more. He wants to keep playing. He wants to play with his fucking kids. Like he's not retiring.
No, I know,
And I
but
mean, Micah Parsons has a podcast. Marlon Humphrey has a podcast. There's players that obviously aren't retiring yet. That
Marlon's on his way out.
Marlon, believe me, is gonna be around for a long time, and whether that's in Baltimore or third string corner somewhere else, he's gonna be in the
Yes,
league.
I know.
Like,
But I also think that this could be the most annoying podcast
LeBron and
outside
JJ
of
Redick.
ours. Outside of our podcast, theirs will be the most annoying podcast ever.
Okay, if you could pick one person, and it has to be either current or former NBA player that could do a podcast with LeBron, who would you want it to be?
Delonte West.
Come on, bro. See, I knew you were gonna give me some. All right, there you go. You got your bullshit answer out the way. Now give me a real answer though, because I honestly,
Who could do a pod? Mario Chalmers. No.
I mean, you could go down the easy route and be like Dwayne Wade.
I don't want to see that. I don't.
Dwayne
Again,
Wade.
nail polish. I'm not watching it.
God, you are so. God, you are just swiping at that rainbow flag, aren't you? You are. Golly.
There's no rainbows involved with Dwayne Wade. He just paints his nails.
Okay, all right.
I'm not talking about his family. I'm talking about him.
Okay, all right. I feel you. Whatever, I guess. But look, I don't know who. I don't honestly. I asked you thinking I had like one locked and loaded, but then all I could come up with was like Dwayne Wade.
Ooh, LeBron and Joe Biden. That would be awesome, dude.
You need. I don't know. You need somebody. You definitely. I don't know. Do you go former? You couldn't be someone current. Like
No.
you can't do like LeBron and Kyrie in a podcast or fucking
that again. So annoying.
That'd be a really weird. That'd be a really weird
that would
show.
suck.
But
it would just be talking about that championship and what could have happened.
But then former players, I mean, you could go the funny route and just have Shaq and LeBron talk about shit for an hour.
Yeah.
You could, I mean,
I don't think people like listening to LeBron, honestly.
People do.
I know, I don't.
People do. I mean, with that barbershop shit, LeBron likes, and LeBron likes the attention. LeBron wants you to want.
No
to hear
shit.
him. Like,
No
LeBron,
shit.
LeBron is so funny. Like he just.
Dude, don't you love how he fucking reads books? That's the best thing on the internet. It's just pictures of him with a book on the first page, and he's like, "Yeah, I read." His book's upside down. He's like,
the one where like the guy
like, "What are you reading?" He's like,
The reporter asked him about the book, and he's like, "Yeah, I mean, it's a good book. I haven't gotten
bestseller, New York Times. I read the back."
Which I feel like I could put out a book and just put New York Times bestseller, and people would
No one knows what that means.
believe it. I feel like it's
Every book says that.
yeah,
A bestseller.
I guess
Who the fuck buys
it's
books?
the bestseller. Let's talk about this last thing because I saw this.
I bought 2 books last week. That sucks.
I saw this as like the most popular future like off-season NBA conversation to be had and things to look out for. And that's, will these NBA players get extensions before free agency starts?
NBA?
Season. Yeah. So you got players who are going to have once the year ends before free agency, they're going to be able to work out contract extensions. I'm gonna give you some names. You tell me whether you think they should for their sake, the team's sake, whether they shouldn't for their sake or the team's sake. First one up, just talked about him, so let's continue. It's LeBron James. He is eligible for a contract extension, and we spent actually. What do you think?
He's going to sign a 1 year. Bronny's not coming to the league. Yeah.
If he signs more than a year, is that a guarantee Bronny's going to LA?
Yeah.
Okay. So if the 1 year thing happens and he's a free agent, we'll have the conversation again. But we've talked about potential landing spots for LeBron, where he could go, where he could end up. And I'm at this point, for some reason, convinced that he's going to retire a Laker.
He could.
For some reason, I feel like he's just not going anywhere. He's going to stay there.
Yeah.
He's going to, I don't know. It's like people said he was going there to continue or to start his off season or off the court career, which I don't know if it was necessarily that, but I think he was definitely going there to stay. Which obviously it's like if you start doing movies, it's going to look like you're there to do movies. But what I mean is it's like, I feel like,
Bron was in Cleveland when he was doing movies.
Yeah, but you got Bronny at USC. Who knows where his other kids are going to fucking play. Maybe they end, if they end it. What's up?
You know what would be funny? Bronny, if LeBron gets caught up in a college admissions scandal.
What are you talking about?
Sending his kid to USC. That's where that girl went. It's just pictures of Bronny playing basketball.
What girl?
It's just his dad.
Lori
Laughlin's daughter.
Yes. Okay, beautiful.
But now amazing. They're both.
That up.
That girl is famous for no reason. She's an influencer.
Yeah, I mean, you're a celebrity's daughter.
I know, but no one knew her before they were like, "Oh, you cheated to get into college."
Yeah, which is like,
which is like, do you really need to go to college, you dumbo? What are you gonna do with a degree?
Yeah, I'm not gonna get into that.
No offense, sorry.
There's celebrities that like to go to college, so hey,
I know.
Do what you want to do. But I'm just convinced LeBron is gonna retire a Laker. So yeah, I think he gets that contract.
Yeah, I could see it.
Either way, if he does leave, if he ends up not retiring a Laker, I think he gets a contract extension with the Lakers, regardless.
It'll be a 1 year.
Pascal Siakam.
Where is he? I don't know. Oh,
come on,
Pacers?
Yeah, he got traded to the Pacers. Now, it would be pretty pointless for that trade to have even happened if they weren't planning on extending him. So
maybe they're making a little push this year. They got all that fucking mid-season tournament hype.
See, I will say another reason I'm completely pushing back on the 65-game rule is Halliburton is apparently he's like playing through. People are starting to put the fraud tag on Halliburton. He hasn't been the same since the All-Star break, and he's playing through injuries because he wants to.
Just got a hot streak.
He wants to meet the 65-game requirement to be an All-Pro because he gets like a $40 million bonus. It's something ridiculous. It's look it up. Fact check me. I'm telling you, it's like if he's first team All NBA, he gets a insane bonus.
It's not just $500K,
but you got to meet that.
Bron's like, give me that $500K.
You gotta meet that.
He's so annoying, dude. Bro, it's so fucking annoying.
You gotta meet that. You gotta meet that 65-game requirement for everything. And I I know that. Look, at the end of the day, maybe it shouldn't be that important to him,
Whoa.
but the money you get for that, it's like it's the same thing as like somebody leaving for a bag for to another team. It's like, why would you not put yourself through hell to possibly get that bag? What do you got? What's the number?
It's a lot. It's different for everybody, but basically, once you get it, you're a supermax.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
like
So okay, so
Trey
is that what it
Young.
is? It's not a $40 million bonus. It's
So it said Trey Young, his deal jumped from. So I think it's by contract, like incentive contracts,
okay.
incentive based. But Trey Young, his deal jumped from 176.9 to 212.
Okay, so what is if Tyrese? Okay. Oh, okay. Here we go. Right here. If Tyrese Halliburton didn't potentially, where are we looking at here? Um, the
Yeah, roughly 40 million.
$53 million incentive is the money that would be added to the max contract extension Halliburton signed this summer.
That's crazy money, dude.
So yeah, Devin, I'm gonna play on a torn Achilles if it means I might get 53 mil, bro. I mean, come
So it's
on,
you have to play 65 games
come on.
or 62 if you suffered a season-ending injury.
Mm, okay.
Imagine if you
See,
broke your leg at 61.
I saw people saying he wanted to play 65 games to make the the All NBA team, which I don't know if there's more incentives involved in that or whatnot, but let's just say the incentives are crazy. But back to Pascal, 100%. I say he gets extended. What is the point? You make this trade, one and done. See ya.
But I could see him going somewhere else, maybe being a little bit of a journeyman.
Like exploring for his own sake, or I mean, that's or Indiana wouldn't want to extend him. I mean, what?
I think they would want to. I didn't realize that he's averaging 22 points right now.
Balling.
22, 6, and 5.
But I like I said, it's the trade's pointless in my eyes if you don't extend him. You know
Who
why
did
else
they
extend him?
trade away? Buddy
Um,
Healed?
yeah, something like that. I don't even fucking remember. That trade seemed like it was a year ago.
Yeah, I
Um,
know. That's why I was Bruce Brown.
Tobias Harris.
Gone.
In whose favor?
Both of them.
I think that if Philly, like to me, if like what this is just what I think how Philly's looking at it. The
Oh,
process that they're still working on, um, probably would want Tobias Harris still involved.
yeah.
He's held at a pretty high regard as a 76er,
Because he's in Philly. Yeah.
which I wouldn't be surprised if he does go and explore other options.
Yep.
So if I'm Philly, I try. I mean, and then if I'm Tobias, it is simple. If Philly, is offering me what I'm looking for as Tobias Harris, it's a safe bet. Oh, I get to stay in Philly and be who I am. But I wouldn't be surprised. Out of the three we've named so far, he'd be the most likely to probably test the waters.
Yes.
Klay Thompson.
Speaking of Philly, sorry. They got rid of Dollar Dog Night at the Philly Stadium.
Does that mean? Do you go to the Philly Stadium often?
No, I've been once, but
Mm.
they sold hot dogs for $1.
What's the pizza shit for the Orioles? Like, remember you would have pizza in the Orioles one.
Yeah, that's Papa John's.
Papa John's. He's
No,
like
but
he's not a
no,
good guy.
at huh?
He's not a good guy.
Well, it's not called Papa John's anymore. It's called Papa John.
The fuck does that? Okay.
It's no longer specifically that guy.
it's any Papa John. What if there's worse? There's probably worse Papa Johns out there. Anyways, we're getting off topic.
But
Dollar Dog Night. What are you so upset about? What's
they got rid of it. So you buy a hot dog for $1, and then chaos ensued last year. They did it a bunch. More people showed up than capacity for the stadium, and then they started throwing hot dogs throughout the entire stadium. It started because one guy was trying to eat as many hot dogs as possible, and then he ran out. So then people started throwing hot dogs to him, and then the whole stadium threw hot dogs.
and that is the most. It's one of the most entertaining things that's happened in the MLB in the last
It's 80, 90
80,
years
90
maybe.
years. I was gonna go like 20, 30,
No,
but
I'm kidding, dude.
yeah, 80, 90 years.
I'm kidding.
Clay Thompson.
David Freeze?
Clay Thompson.
Yes.
Get him the fuck out of here.
He's gone. Yeah.
If I'm Golden State, I'm closing.
I don't even think Steph wants him
I'm
anymore, dude.
closing my eyes.
Steph is the GM.
After
Steph
all the
doesn't-
shit Clay said, bro thinks his 4 fingers in the air means that he's covered for life. And
See,
he
it's
can do no
funnier
harm.
to. It's I honestly think the 4 finger thing is better to see from like Draymond, because we know Draymond didn't do shit. But Clay
It's
to be like,
funnier. Yeah, it's funnier.
it is funnier. Like when he did it to Charles Barkley, it's funny.
Yeah, it's like okay.
He was like Chuck, you want my ring? It's like that's funny, but Clay needs to bounce. I don't know.
I mean, he just doesn't give a fuck, and he says it. He's like, I don't care. So it's like, all right, well, if Golden State wants any chance at staying alive, and
If I was Clay, no offense to him, I would just ride off into the sunset.
just go play golf.
Put the cleats up, brother.
Cleats.
Do they not use cleats? How do they get so sticky?
I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say something my dad used to always say when a joke didn't land. Just take it, just hang that one up in the back of the closet.
No, I'll use that another time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. For not maybe in the future, you go back in the closet. You're like, oh, I forgot I had this. Maybe. But for now, I'll put that in the back of the closet. But we do agree that Clay needs to go. And
Where is he going?
well, okay, well, no, you agree that he needs to retire. I say,
No, I don't think he needs to retire, but I think that would be nice. You already got Foe.
You already got 4, but I think, look, I'm not gonna be surprised if he ends up getting some pity contract from Golden State, but I wouldn't be surprised if he also joined it.
I honestly do think he has a better chance of staying there.
Yeah, but he could join a team and come off the bench and still be one of like the best shooters ever, and help a team out. So I really don't know. It's 50-50 for me when it comes to him. Drew Holiday. Now I'm not gonna lie, I was big on Boston at the beginning of the year. Then I started to swing towards the Bucks way, but I'm still standing on a. I'm not dying, but I'm standing.
What's a stan?
A stan?
Yeah, people say like I'm a stan.
Do you really not know what that is?
No clue.
So it originated from. The Eminem song "Stan."
With Ditto.
So the Eminem song "Stan."
No, I know the Ditto song with Eminem, dude.
You don't know the song "Stan" by Eminem?
No, I think I do.
Okay. So maybe you need a little hip hop history, but
this is a hip hop thing.
It was a song. I'm pissed that I'm on camera having to explain to one of my friends about like one of the most obvious rap like references ever. But Stan is about a crazy fan. So people after that, basically obsessed fans, you would stand over something. You're a stan for shit. You're a super fan.
I think I kind of understood that it meant like.
Yeah, that's where
I like that guy.
That's
but
from my understanding.
I had no idea it was an. I thought it was a fucking. I thought it was a Twilight thing.
Dear Slim, I wrote, but you still ain't call. Fucking, Stan.
Yeah.
There you
Ditto,
go.
dude. Dido.
Figuring it out. There you go.
My girl, dude.
But
I didn't know what that song meant. But all right, now I get it.
Are you a Drew Holiday stan?
Let's not use this word anymore.
All right, but like I was saying, I'm not dying on the Celtics hill, but I am standing on the Boston hill.
Yes.
And I like Drew
I
Holiday being
like
there.
Drew. I don't think he's a bad thing. But I think if they do have a better option at point guard, that could help out a lot.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like, bro, you throw Drew
They also
Holiday,
don't really need one.
take Drew Holiday, throw him at the hardest man to guard, let Jalen Brown and JT eat.
Trade him for P-Bev.
No, it's a better Pat Bev. That's all it is.
It's a way better.
It's just a better Pat Bev. So yeah, extend him. Paul George. I'll say one thing. Kawhi's dealing with a little bit of injuries, something slight. Obviously, Russ being out still. Watching the Clippers with just James Harden and Paul George was abysmal. Now I will say, when it comes down to it, I think the Clippers will have Paul George and Kawhi on their team next year. I don't know what the future holds for Russ or James Harden.
Or Harden, yeah.
James Harden for sure. But Paul George, I think he stays. I think he stays in. I think he wants to be a Clipper. I think that if you are the Clippers, it's like, I mean, like, you're not gonna say no to Paul George. I mean, I don't really know how big, how much money is an issue, but
Yeah, I don't know if they can upgrade his spot.
yeah, it's like, keep Paul George. And then the last person I got, which is probably for me the biggest guy that's like, I want him to just go join a winning team, go somewhere else, go enjoy winning. And that's DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah,
got
I would love to see that.
DeMar
I
got
really
shipped
would.
away, and then Toronto got their ring, and now he's stuck in Chicago after all the hype over the years of, Zach LaVine, oh shit, here we go. It's like, Chicago once had a lot of weird hype around them.
Yeah,
Alonzo
but
Ball, like, it was weird.
now it's just two skinny mixed guys who can't walk.
But DeMar DeRozan, I would love to go see him just join a team and just win.
At least be in the
Have a
playoffs.
chance to win.
I don't care if he wins one. Just be around it.
Yeah.
I miss DeMar. He's a
Yeah,
great player.
DeMar's a hooper. DeMar is a hooper.
He is a like front to back straight up hooper.
Hooper. But yeah.
Austin.
We like Austin. That's a bar. There you go. You made up for your Eminem fuck up. There you go. We talked Justin Fields traded to Pittsburgh. We talked Bears hype. We talked Mike Williams landing spots. We talked Odell's farewell. We talked teams that need to step up in the NBA, and we talked some players that are looking for some extensions next season. Is there anything else you need to say before we get out of here?
Go O's, dude.
Yeah, and fuck, what's his name?
Lewis Black.
Yeah, fuck Lewis Black's Mount Rushmore for Baltimore sports. That sucked. But with that being said,
It did.
It sucked.
He's also not an O's fan.
No, he's not.
Fucking Nats fan, that loser.
But with that being said, brand new episodes every Tuesday and Saturday. We're going to be back on Saturday to talk more NFL, more NBA. Maybe more moves happen. Maybe no moves happen. I guess we'll have to wait to find out. It has been me. It has been Devin. It has been real. We are out.